Hey, it's Soul with what I'm going to call an optional preparation guide to World of Warcraft patch 9.1.5. You'll learn why in a bit, but there are things that you can do now to make your future experience all the more worthwhile. It's just very optional. The information here is based on the PTR, and of course, it can all change before going live. First off, you're going to want to have what I'm going to call a developed character. This main character is going to be the key to unlocking a more pleasant experience for you and your alts. 9.1.5 is going to make a lot of content freely accessible under the premise that you've completed most of the content up until now. You can say it's kind of like Pathfinder, but it's, going to unlock a lot more than just flying. So here's what your main character needs to do. Reach Renown 80, or at least as close as you can get, depending on when the patch releases. As of this recording, the Renown cap is at 72. On the week of October 19th, the Renown cap will be at 80, so there's kind of a lot of time. In fact, here is a song to help you out each week. Just kidding. Reaching Renown 80 means more than just getting a snazzy title. In 9.1.5, when you reach the cap, you're going to open up the ability to swap your covenant at will. That whole thing with having to do a 2-part quest over 2 resets, it's not going to be a thing. You can run a circuit in the Enclave for all we care, and then swap covenants however you like. You're also going to unlock some purchasable account-wide items. Right now, they're on a placeholder vendor, but I'm gonna guess, or at least I'm gonna hope, that this vendor is in the Enclave for our convenience. New items include the Traveler's Anima Cache, which turns 1,000 of your current anima into an anima token, just like the ones that you've been collecting, only you can trade these to alts, or you can hold on to them. Because at least at the moment, when you switch covenants, you also switch to a separate covenant reservoir. Sounds inconvenient, I know, but these items will let you move anima around however you like. The other item is self-explanatory. It's a tradable, one-time use item that boosts your current renown to 40. Even your non-max level characters can use these as long as they join a covenant. This open accessibility to covenants means it might be in your interest to start collecting a ton of anima, now that you can redistribute this to alts and other covenants so you can easily get access to Sanctum upgrades and items available from the Covenant Quartermaster. Don't forget about Grateful Offerings, the other currency designed to mostly piss you off. Unfortunately, it's still a thing. You can consider farming some right now, but I don't suggest going at it too hard, because more is going to drop in the patch, including from Covenant Callings based on the rank of your Anima Conductor. So the quick strategy, if you are going that route, pump your upgrades into the Anima Conductor first. If you haven't already, it'll be in your interest to complete all 4 Covenant campaigns at least one time, and recruit all of the Soulbinds. Each completion is going to unlock a skip. When your main or your max level alts join a covenant, they'll be able to recruit all 3 Soulbinds right after completing the Soulbind tutorial, so there's no need to complete the campaign over and over again. So this will be kind of nice. Your main or your fresh alts can immediately join multiple covenants and get to rank 40, with all the rewards and unlocks that come with it. Something to point out, the old upgrades to your Soul Keeper have been replaced with straight anima caches. You can immediately start collecting redeemed souls in blocks of 20. And you can repeat the quest indefinitely. If you are going down the route of switching between multiple covenants at will on a single character, you may want to save those conduit upgrade items from Korthia. Each of the conduits related to your covenant signature ability are unique. They are not going to change with your covenant. So saving up a bunch of these will give you a convenient jumpstart to your alt covenant adventures. The next task for your main character is to try and get to rank 6 with the Archivist Codex faction over in Korthia. But only do this if you're really close. At max rank, there's an account-wide book you can purchase to increase the amount of reputation you get when turning in fragments. This works even past Exalted Rep, so you can buy this book and use it on your main character for faster Paragon box farming. But if you're not close to rank 6 and you're feeling even a little burnt out, I wouldn't worry about this. What's nice is that there are going to be additional quests when you hit a reputation milestone that increases the number of fragments that you get. Here's a tip you can attempt to do now for your alts. Just don't turn any fragments, ever. Wait until after the patch, apply the book to your alt, and then turn in all of those relics and whatevers that you've acquired if you've been saving them, and you'll get a massive boost in reputation. Legion Time Walking is coming in patch 9.1.5, and with it a lot of Time Walking rewards to buy from the vendor. There's the usual mount, but there's also a special shield and a plate ensemble, so your plate-wearing characters may want to farm up on some time-warped badges. Overall though, make sure you have a pretty decent stock of badges for the other rewards too. There's a reasonable chance that the WoW team will force activate Legion time walking outside of its usual schedule, but otherwise the frequency of time walking, including Legion, is going to be longer. Hopefully, what I just said is going to age like milk, and Blizzard ends up making the schedule more frequent, which would be great. While we're on the subject of time walking, since we don't know for sure when its first appearance will be, if you're interested in getting that fell werebear skin for your druid, I suggest brushing up on your guardian skills, so you're prepared to take on the mage tower challenge that's making a return. If you're used to making your own groups using the pre-made group tool, after the patch you're going to need an authenticator to customize your group name and description. There is a free version you can download onto your mobile device, or you can still buy one off Amazon. Interestingly enough, this 0.5 patch will introduce some crafting recipes, in this case for inscription. 6 new druid marks and 1 druid glyph will be added, giving druids more customization to their forms. Many of these glyphs are easy enough to get, but 2 have additional requirements. Your scribe is going to need to be revered with the Wild Hunt, which isn't so difficult. But it also needs to be honored with the Court of Night, which is trivial if your scribe is part of the Night Fae Covenant, but if not, they'll have a bit of rare farming to do each day. This is potentially a big moneymaker for scribes where, well, in general with the market, it's first come, first sold. And I'm sharing this information with you, so, you're welcome. Hold on to your Stygia on all of your current characters, and consider saving Stygia for your incoming alts. After the patch, you'll be able to purchase slot-specific Korthian armaments for your alts, so you can get them Raid Finder ready extremely quickly. Mythic Plus folk can spend their excess valor on loot boxes that contain gear from the dungeon pool, so hold on to what you have now. A box only costs 500 valor, so you can pass this stuff on to alts for some quick gearing. Consider it as an alternative to farming up Stygia for what's almost the same thing. Or you can open these boxes on your main character, in the hopes of getting that one stupid trinket that never drops. So let's summarize, or if you happen to skip to the end, hey, it's Soul with a quick guide. Here's what you can consider doing as we wait for patch 9.15. Have a main character that is at the highest renown cap, up to 80. You only need 1. Complete each of the Covenant campaigns 1 time. Depending on your wants and needs, farm up spare anima, grateful offerings, valor, and Stygia. There's a lot of cool stuff to blow those resources on. If you plan on jumping Covenant a lot, save up on those conduit upgrade items. If you have a scribe, get it to honored with the Court of Night and revered with the Wild Hunt to ensure access to all the new recipes. Try to reach rank 6 of the Archivist Codex on at least 1 character. Stock up on Time Warp badges for Legion time walking. Get an authenticator if you don't already have one. Doing some or all of this is going to free up content and otherwise have you prepared for your main and your alts, but of course, it's your choice. I hope this guide helps make it clear though, because there's a surprising amount of everything going on in what's supposed to be a kind of smaller patch. If it did help, I would be extremely grateful if you were to hit that like button, and consider subscribing for more content. I hope to see you next time, but until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.